CamStudio is a open source free screen recording software application, and it's good for doing videos of your screen top, or your monitor, the way that I'm doing right here in this demonstration. And to get it on your computer, you'll want to go to this URL. So I'm going to give you a chance to go there right now if you want to pause the video and go there. Okay, let's say that you've done that. I'm going to follow you. When you get to the page, you'll see this CamStudio open source, and I'm going to come down, scroll down in the page and look for the download links, and I want to click on the first one that we see here. That's the CamStudio 2.0.exe. If I click on that, I get a dialog box. I can save it to my computer and install it, and if you haven't done that, go ahead and do it. In the meantime, I'm going to go back, and let's say that you've installed it onto your computer and you've opened it. When you open it, you'll see just this little box right here. But to get that exceptional quality, we want to change a few things in the options. And the first thing that we want to do is just click on the word options, and then click on video options. And you want your dialog box to look basically or exactly what you're seeing in this image. If you don't have the CamStudio lossless codecs as one of your options here, you'll want to go back to the CamStudio page, and it's actually the link that's just below where you downloaded this software and to the right a little bit. It's this CamStudio codecs 1.4.exe. Download that, install it, and then reopen CamStudio, and then you should see it in your options. So I'm going to just minimize this, go back to where I was, and everything else here looks good. I want to hit OK, and then back into options. I want to look at the cursor options next. I like to show the cursor so I can show people what I'm doing, of course. Next thing is use actual cursor. That's what people are familiar with, so let's do that. Or you can do whatever you want, actually. These are just my recommendations. I like having the highlighted cursor so that you have the yellow highlight around the cursor as you're moving around. And do that the way you want. Those are my recommendations. Then hit OK. Back into options, I want to check the record audio from microphone, make sure that's checked. And then the next thing I want to do is come down to the audio options and then move directly to the right into audio options from microphone. And I'm using the default input device. You can check the volume. I think you might need to and make sure that the microphone is at about 80 to 90%, or what you see right here. I'm going to just close this, and then what's working really well with sound quality and getting a really small file size is doing the 22.05 kilohertz stereo at 16-bit. That's working well. And the compressed format I'm using is the PCM, and you might need to click on this button right here to go in there and change those things, but it should look like what you're seeing here. I'm going to hit OK. The next thing we want to look at is you want to check enable auto pan, and then the next thing you want to do is come down to the auto pan speed. This refers to the speed at which the video follows your mouse around the computer screen, and what's working really well, I think, is to set this at 40. So I'm going to hit OK. The next thing we want to do is look at the program options, and what we want to do here is just check the things that I have checked, hide flashing rectangle during recording, and do the other stuff here, and just follow that. And then the last thing that I've done is I've clicked over into region now. It's the region pull down window, and you might want to do a full screen recording or define your own region, but for these tutorials, what's really worked well for me is using a fixed region, and the width and height I'm using are 640 and 360. So, and I've got the drag corners to pan checked. So if you do that, you'll get what I'm getting. So I'm going to hit OK. And to get your recording started, you'll see a little red button there. So if you just click on that and then move your mouse to where you want the video to see, you just kind of move your mouse around and get your recording like that, like I'm doing here. And then to stop your video recording, just hit stop, and you'll be given a chance to name your file, and it'll save onto your desktop. So, and also with these settings, you're going to get an AVI file, and that's really good for uploading to YouTube. As you're seeing, I'm getting a really good quality with the audio and the visual stuff. And but if you want to convert it to different file formats, just be aware that the fewer compression migrations, the better the quality is preserved. So keep that in mind. And that's all. Have fun.